You know, many men are fathers, but only few are dads. And we're going to talk about it when we get back. Okay? Okay. Hey, happy Monday and happy Father's Day to all you fathers and dads out there. CLM II for Style with Power, the channel that helps empower men through style. So, what's the difference between a father and a dad? You know, many men are fathers, but only a few of them are dads. And I happen to fall into that category of being a father and not a dad. And that's been something that's been gnawing at me for a long time. I do have a son, a great young man, and I had him at the age of 28. And now my son is 29 years of age. And the story goes where me and his mother did not get along any longer, and we separated. And when we separated, he was a very young guy. He was only 2 years of age when we separated. So I was a father outside of the home. And the first few years of his life, I made sure that I was there for him. I tried to be there as much as I could. And I came back and forth, used to take him to school and used to go on school outings with him. And we did a lot of things together. And that worked out up until his teenage years. And then I moved into another state, and he had to travel to come see me. And then things really started to wane at that particular time. And one of the things that has always upset me is that my passion to stay away from his mother superseded my passion to be with my son. And I know some of you out there can identify with that. And I'm just here to tell you that don't allow anything to supersede you being with your children. Your children are more important than your wanting not to be around their mother or anyone else in the family. And that was the mistake that I made. So my son is an adult now, and we're kind of estranged. We're not kind of, we are estranged. We haven't really had a real man-to-man conversation for a few years now. But I'm hoping that one day we will be able to sit down and talk man-to-man now that he's a grown man, he's 29. So all decisions that he makes, of course, is on his own. But I've always been here for him. I always make sure that I stay in contact with him through text messages, through telephone calls, through cards and letters. I try to stay in contact with him to let him know that I'm still there. So this is advice to all of my men out there, all of the men who want to be dads instead of just fathers, because fathers is just a biological thing. But real dads are those individuals who actually are there for their children. So, and it's kind of strange for me because that's been my life's work. My life's work has been mentoring young men, especially men of color. And I've been doing that for over 20 years now. So to not have my own son in my life is kind of strange. But what I do is that I try to make sure that this doesn't happen to other young men, because I know that men and women need their dads in their life. Right? So that's my personal story. Just wanted to kind of get that out. But I want to wish everybody out there who are real dads, happy Father's Day. And those of you who are biological fathers, reach out to your children. Try to get in touch with them. Try to stay in their lives because they need you. And that's a big, big void to fill, not having your dad in your life. So next up in our segment, we're going to do another Steve Harvey segment, Words of Wisdom from Steve Harvey. And this is a clip where he talks about being a dad. Let's take a look.
I want to talk about real dads today. Not fathers, but I want to talk about dads. Anybody can be a father. Take a real man to be a daddy. See, Father's Day changes as you get older. sometimes being a father, just like being a mother, is a thankless job sometimes. You put your all into your kids, you don't know what you mean to them. And then, you know, as you get older, you know, when you're a kid, you don't necessarily understand or even appreciate what your dad is trying to do for you. But it's only when you get older, you step back, you move out the house, maybe even start a family on your own, you start to really realize, man, what that man meant to me, my dad, what he tried to teach me, all the lessons. Now I'm gonna show you a video of exactly that. This is a grown-up son who gave his father, for Father's Day, a photo album of pictures of the two of them throughout the year. Now, I gotta tell you, the dad was touched by the photos alone. But at the end of it, there was a note. And the man was asking his dad to be his best man at his wedding. You might cry. Check it out.
This was a few years ago, but I don't look that good anymore.
You look all right.
This is classic. Love that.
Look at that. We look both hair dudes.
And that was a selfie?
Yeah.
God, that's a great selfie.
Richie was the original selfie.
Yes.
That was a really, really good video, man. You know, you kind of hope at the end of the day that your sons feel that way about you if you're a father. You just hope, you know, you may not have to be his best man or nothing like that, but I gotta tell you, man, you just want to be appreciated. And for all you dads out there that's been putting in the years with your kids, whether it's your son or whether your daughter, whether you've been turning your boy into a man or you've been showing a young girl the example of how a man ought to treat a woman by taking good care of her mom. Whatever it is, hats off to the dads around the world. Happy Father's Day out there, man.
Well, as you can see, that was a really, really powerful clip of Steve talking about the difference between a father and a dad. And that video he showed was really, really powerful as the son asked his own father to be his best man at his wedding, and he did it through pictures, you know, and that's great. I know that there's nothing like having video or pictures that captures the moments when y'all were having the real good times together. So that was a real strong clip. And once again, one of my favorite people, Steve Harvey, hit it right on the head with the hammer as he talks about the difference between being a dad and being a father. In our last segment for Father's Day, we can't talk about Father's Day without talking about Father's Day sales. So, you know, I went out and I haven't been shopping in a long time, so I went out and I went shopping and got some Father's Day gifts. So one of the gifts is this shirt I'm wearing. Beautiful African shirt. I love this shirt here. As you can see, it's kind of like ruffled in the neck, and you know, you can button it all the way up to the top, and it has these buttons on the sleeve. You know, really, really nice, and it fits. It's nice and tapered. And then, of course, it's for the summertime. It's a linen shirt, so you can open up the collar, and you can look really, really nice. So that's one of the It's one of the shirts that I got. And I got some other shirts also. So I have this Chinese collar neck shirt. This is also a linen shirt, sky blue, and this was given to me for Father's Day. Really, really nice and light. You know, so this is a beautiful shirt here, and you can kind of get this. It says it's made by Zara, Z-A-R-A. Some of you may know that name, and it's really cool. And this is something I've had for a while. I really did look like this. This is nice and light. Also, I think I took this when I went to the Dominican Republic earlier, but I just wanted to show you this shirt here. Has the has the little things in the back. It's kind of ruffled and it's pretty long. So at the very bottom, it has the rough edges at the bottom. It's untapered, so, and it kind of has a design on the very bottom. So I really wanted to show you all this, and this is really nice. And I believe I got this from a store called Century 21, which is really, really nice here in New Jersey. So those are just some things that I went and got when it comes down to wearing some shirts. And of course, y'all all out there know I love to wear shoes. And so I went out and bought a couple of pairs of shoes. Shoes I was determined to buy. I was looking and looking for it, and I finally found what I wanted. These shoes, it's called the smoking slip-ons and the supper slip-ons. So these are really nice. So I went and got these from a store called Nordstrom Rack. And this is by Giorgio Brutini, and I remember wearing Giorgio Brutini years ago when I was young, when I was in my 20s. I used to go to a store and they used to sell Giorgio Brutini, and these are really, really nice. So I love these. I'll throw these on with some linen pants in the summer, and I wear these. So these are nice. I enjoy these. So Giorgio Brutini. And then I wanted to get some red sneakers, because you know my logo is in red. I like to wear red, so I went and got these Tommy Hilfiger red sneakers here. And I went all the way. I got the Tommy baseball cap, I got the Tommy t-shirt to kind of go along with this. So I got these Tommy sneakers, and I haven't had red sneakers. I don't remember if I ever had red sneakers before. So went and got some red sneakers. So these are really, really comfortable. All right, and it's all for Father's Day. So you know, you gotta definitely go out there and make sure that you style, make sure that you keep up with the fashions, and have a good time. So once again, happy Father's Day to your fathers out there. Happy Dad's Day to you dads out there. And you know, don't let anything or anyone stop you from being with your children. All right? I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good one.